based on the result that happened a few minutes ago, Brownstown has the opportunity now to claim the top of the mountain in Zone A. This is KSAFA Super League action once more. My name is Christopher Scott and welcome to the last match of the doubleheader here at the Constant Spring football field. It is Brownstown and they face off against Rockfort. Brownstown are in second place now and they're behind by just 2 points as we get ready for the playing of the national anthem. And here we're going to present the second match. And Brownstown presented now with an opportunity to go ahead of Central Kingston. Central Kingston recording their second loss of the season, and the Santos gaining their first 3 points of this season. They defeated Central Kingston by 1-0. And so gonna read the lineups for you here. First for Brownstown, we have Carl Campbell, Alex Gill, Romario Ward, Ramon Lewis, the captain, then Shaquille Martin, Romario White, Omari Cole, Antonio Millington, he's in goal. Then Dylan McKennis, Kevin Kellerman, Javon Williams, and on the bench, Shenris Calder, Javon Miller, Kemar Crawford, Kemali Collins, Akila Howard, Alandre Marsden, Rainford Bent, and Amari Green. And of course, Christopher Bender is the coach, and is actually the coach of the Camperdown Manning Cup team as well. And he's here coaching Brownstown here in the KSAFA Super League. And now on to Rockfort. We have Russell Husang. And then we have Russell Rowe, Reggio Gavin, Romario Phipps. Then Giovanni Howard, Albert Aarons, the captain of course. And Sheldon Green, Sean Coggle, Romario Smichael, Calvin Campbell, and Twain Winters. And then on the bench, Anthony McCarthy, Javon Hussey, Elijah Greenwood, Delanto Pottinger, Tevin Brown, Dane Coyle, Romaine Myers, Leroy Jones, and Shaquille Levy. And the coach, Clive Brown, for Rockfort. And so Rockfort kicking from right to left, and Central Kingston kicking from left to right. And this will be a free kick for Rockfort. Ball sent up. And the captain now latched on and tried to send it for Dylan McKennis. Unable to. Phipps tried to latch on for Rockfort. Take it off. No, it's with Carl Campbell. Carl Campbell sends that ball forward for Dylan McKennis. McKennis loses it. And now it's with Phipps for Rockfort. Sends that one back. And Sheldon Green sends that one up. Intercepted now. And Dylan McKennis on the ball. Sends that one across. Trying to find Cole. And Cole sets up one inside the 18-yard box. Trouble not averted. And Brownstown can lead. Sends that one inside the 18-yard box. Again, still not dealt with entirely. Now it's with the captain of Brownstown, Ramon Lewis, who sends that one up. And they still have possession. Brownstown back to the skipper, Lewis. Lewis sends that one back to the defense. And now it's with Carl Campbell. Campbell on the ball now for Brownstown. Sends that one forward for Dylan McKennis. McKennis now on the ball for Brownstown. He's still on the ball now. Still in possession. Tried to strike that one from distance. And a ball now from Ramon Lewis. And that one goes wide of the target. And it will be a goal kick for Rockfort. So Brownstown just dominant here in the opening 2 minutes of the contest. And getting the first opportunity. And a foul committed. And it will be a free kick for Rockfort. And Gavin takes the free kick, sends that one forward, trying to find Samuda, but unable to. Campbell does some defensive work, but not the best defensive work. And the sliding challenge, and it goes out for a throw to Rockfort, taken quickly. Winters gets the ball once more. He loses it. And Dylan McKennis couldn't latch on. Now it's back with Sheldon Green of Rockfort. Lobs that ball forward and leaves it now for Smichael. Smichael sends that one across inside the 18-yard box. And that's the first goal of the contest. Needed just 4 minutes to score. We spoke about the opportunity that Brownstown had to go ahead of Central Kingston, and Clive Brown loves it. Wow, early days here. And it seems to me like Brownstown was on the back foot for just a few seconds, and that's all Rockfort needed. And they're leading by a goal to nil. 4th minute strike. And that's all so far. So Brownstown trailing by a goal to nil. My oh my. Rockfort has only had 1 win so far in the season. And I know they might be heading for number 2. And those are the many slip-ups from, or just a few hiccups from Brownstown. Once the defense falls asleep, it's trouble for them. They aren't able to recover quickly enough. And Rockfort took advantage and slotted home the first goal of the contest. I'll tell you, it took the last 3 minutes, or the last 4 minutes, for someone to break the deadlock in the previous match. It takes the opening 4 minutes for somebody to break the deadlock in this match. what a difference it makes. Howard sends that one across. And Green sends that one forward for Gavin. Gavin sends that one trying to find Smichael. Defensive work again by Brownstown. He goes into touch for a throw. Referee just giving him the spot at which the throw should be taken. Throw once more for Rockfort. And now it's with Romario Smichael. Smichael on the ball. The referee says no foul. And now it's with Dylan McKennis, sends it across. And Brownstown still have possession. Taking off the ball. And that was a clattering challenge there by Javon Williams again. And he has to be careful. And I would think another challenge like that will put him in the books of the referee, as it's a free kick for Rockfort. It will be taken by Rajio Gavin. Gavin takes the free kick, sends up one inside, just outside the 18-yard box. Headed on, not dealt with properly. Now it is Phibbs sends that ball forward but intercepted. And Sheldon Green sends that further forward. And now trying to find Albert Aarons. Albert Aarons, a man who's all over the pitch as a skipper. The skipper now trying to get past Romario White, but into the gloves of the goalkeeper, Millington. Millington sends that ball forward. And Rasan Rowe sends that one into touch, and it will be a throw for Brownstown. Rockfort with possession. Rasan Rowe sends that ball forward. No, trying to find Campbell. Campbell now latches on to that 100 by two players, and the referee says it's a foul. And it will be a free kick for Rockfort. Ball sent across now for Rajia Gavin, sorry. Gavin on the ball now. And defensive work there by Javon Williams, and it is a throw for Rockfort. And Rockfort just behaving like they're actually behind and want to score to actually win the game, because they're so dominant in the opening couple of minutes, or since the goal has scored, and they've been just on Brownstown. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box, and again dangerous. And now it's with Dylan McKennis of Brownstown. Dylan McKennis on the ball now, sends that one back. Alex Gale sends that ball forward, trying to find Williams. Williams eventually latches on, and it is a clattering challenge by Rasan Rowe. And it will be a free kick for Brownstown. Amounts to nothing in the end, that it will be a goal kick for Rockfort. And I tell you, it's just crazy, because we here thought that it probably would have been 3 points to the good for Brownstown, but Rockfort has something to say about it, because I tell you, now it's 2 points ahead of Brownstown, Central Kingston, and now both have the same goal difference. because Brownstone has now +6 and Central Kingston has +6, but the difference is the game is not finished. Can still come back from 1-0 down. Defensive work there by Romario Ward, so it will be a throw for Rockfort. Aarons on the ball now. Sends it across for Schmeichel. Aarons gets back the ball, who sends it across the Fibs, and now to Schmeichel. Romario Schmeichel has time and space. 2 persons inside the 18-yard box. And punched out. Still not dealt with properly. Rockfort has the advantage on a strike by Fibs. Blocked by Gale. Still. And the shot there by Coggle. And it's blocked and it goes into touch for a throw. And my oh my, pressure applied by Rockfort. They have not let up since they've scored the goal in the opening 4th minute of the contest. And a free kick now for Rockfort. Chance to maybe double their advantage this early in the contest. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box, headed on. Defensive work by Carl Campbell. Ball sent across. And couldn't latch on to that one. Headed on by Rajio Gavin. And now it's Carl Campbell of Brownstown. They'll be looking to equalize, and his ball intercepted. And the Phipps will try to latch on, but Ward sends that one across. And now they can search forward. Cole still on the ball. And he's challenged by Schmeichel. Schmeichel still challenging him. And that ball sent into touch by Campbell. And that will be a throw for Brownstown. Throw now for Brownstown, for Rockfort. And Romario Schmeichel just couldn't latch on, and it goes into touch for a throw. Throw to Dylan McKennis. He tries to turn by Rajio Gavin. And it will be a throw for Rockfort. Throw taken. Calvin Campbell now will try to latch on and does. Moves that ball forward, and now they have an opportunity. And it will be another throw. Ball intercepted by Phipps. And the defensive work had to be done there. But it is with Brownstown once more. Alex Gale on the ball. Twisting by a Rockfort player. Sending that ball forward. And Rockfort can send this one up now for Calvin Campbell. Campbell will try to latch on. He's challenged by Romario White. And the Fib sends that one up once more. Ball sent across for Carl Campbell. And Rajio Gavin, no, will let that one run. No, actually sends that one across. No, it's run behind for a goal kick for Rockfort. And as I said, Christopher Bender actually is the coach for the Camperdown Manning Cup team. So not only do schoolboys get involved in this, but coaches as well. Aaron's back to Gavin. Gavin challenged by the man Cole, but it goes into touch for a throw to Brownstown. Brownstown now. Throw will be taken by Carl Campbell, looking for a pass. Still looking. And Brownstown can go forward. Carl Campbell's pass intercepted, 50-50 challenge, but Brownstown wins in the end, and ball now with Alex Gale. Gale just drifts forward. Ball sent across, couldn't latch on to that one, Dylan McInnes. And ball sent forward, and he has time and space, but Kellerman gobbles that one up. Defensive work by Kellerman. Now it's with Alex Gale. Gale on the ball now for Brownstown. Ball sent forward, meets the head of a Rockfort player, particularly Sheldon Green. Now it's with Rockfort once more. And now Howard surges forward and trying to find Calvin Campbell. That's headed on by Kellerman. Millington sends that ball quickly for Cole. Cole sends that ball forward. Now it's Cole once more. Amari Cole just settling things and sends it forward for Dylan McInnes. Kellis challenged now by two players. And now it's with Williams, who sends that ball across. Opportunity now to send that one inside the 18-yard box. Now he decides to go right alone. And a strike there now by Dylan McInnes, blocked by Phibbs. Danger still not averted entirely. And a missed kick there. And Alex Gale, his shot. And it's collected by the goalkeeper, Hossang. And it will be reset for Rockfort. Ball sent forward. Headed on by White. Now it's with Campbell. Numbs that ball across. And finding Alex Gale. Alex Gale settles things. Sends that ball forward, trying to find Williams. Challenged now by Green. Now it's with Rockfort. Rockfort has possession. Now through the skipper Aarons, who flicks that ball. And is sent forward and trying to find Calvin Campbell. But straight into the hands of Millington, who rolls that ball across for Alex Gale. White now. Kellerman. Kellerman looking for a pass. Trying to find Cole, but too much on it. And he goes into touch for a throw to Rockfort. Ball sent forward. Chested by White. Send it across to Kellerman, who sends it back to the goalkeeper, Millington. Millington will control things. And he sends that one across to Alex Gale. Gale now on the ball. He's being challenged by Howard, and the ball goes into touch, and it will be a throw to Brownstown. Just over 90 minutes gone in this contest. And Rockfort, they do lead by a goal to nil. Dylan McInnes, his ball blocked. Now it's with Sheldon Green, challenged by Ramon Lewis, and that ball goes into touch, and it will be a throw. Throw taken. Goes into touch once more for a throw. Taken. And headed out once more by a Brownstown player. So they're just slowly moving forward. Rockfort. And that wasn't a good pass in the end. Kevin Kellerman now with the ball. Send that ball trying to find Dylan McInnes. He has some speed, but I don't think he will be fast enough to catch that one. And that ball goes into touch for a throw to Brownstown. Take it quickly. Now it's with Amari Cole. And it's actually a foul throw, so the referee says the throw will be taken now by Rockfort. Referee says no foul. Carl Campbell on the ball now for Brownstown. Still unable to find a pass. But Amari Cole latches on to that one. Amari Cole. Defensive work there by Raggio Gavin. And it goes behind for a corner. Opportunity now for Brownstown to equalize. Kevin Kellerman all alone in his own half for Brownstown. Sends that one across, but meets the head of a Rockfort player. It's with the skipper, however. He sends that back for Gale. And that shot straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Osang looking for a pass. And that ball headed straight into touch by Winters. So it will be a throw for Brownstown. Throw will be taken by the skipper. And they're now on the ball, Brownstown. Ball sent forward. And the referee says it goes into touch and it will be a throw for Rockfort. Take it quickly. Now it's with Howard. Howard on the ball. Sends that ball across for Gavin. Gavin chips that ball forward for Schmeichel. The assist. The supplier who applied the first goal. That was a very good ball by Aarons, but not a good ball by Schmeichel. And Rockfort still has possession. However, Winters sends that one back. Now it's with Winters. Winters sends that ball forward. Rockfort has possession, but miscommunication in the end. And Brownstown have possession once more. Rockfort gets it back, however. And Russell Husang chips that ball across, finding Gavin. Gavin is being challenged by Dylan McKennis, and that ball goes into touch, and it will be a throw for Rockfort as McKennis goes down. Another schoolboy standout, Dylan McKennis, played for Holy Trinity. Some of his counterparts played in the previous match, and they actually won. Roy Evelyn and Dante Green. So he'll be looking to get 3 points for himself and Brownstown. Now it's with Sheldon Green. Howard now on the ball. Risson Rowe. Rowe sends that ball forward, trying to find the skipper Aarons. And 2 players hounding him. He couldn't get that one. Ball sent across for Carl Campbell. Campbell on the ball now. Looking for a pass. Still has the ball. Sends that ball forward. Trying to find Javon Williams, but back to the other goalkeeper, Russell Hosang. And that ball sent forward. I know it's with Carl Campbell, Kevin Campbell. No, and he is fouled. And so it will be a free kick for Rockfort. And Christopher Bender shouting instructions. And this man prides himself on possession type football, Christopher Bender. And that's what Camperdown was last season, and that's what Brownstown are this season for KSAFA Super League. And that ball sent over the top, and it will be a free kick for, will be a goal kick for Brownstown. Carl Campbell. Campbell still on the ball. Now it's with Ramon Lewis. Skipper sends it across back for his number 10. Cole sends it back for Lewis. Lewis on the ball now. Skipper chips that ball forward, finding Cole. Amari Cole. His ball goes behind, and it goes into touch, and it will be a throw for Rockfort. Sheldon Jones sends that one for Rissan Rowe. Rowe on the ball now. Rockfort in possession. Rissan Rowe sends that ball forward. Intercepted by Romario White. Now it's with Ramon Lewis, who sends that one inside the center circle to find Romario Ward. Ward sends that one across for Carl Campbell. Campbell now sends it back for Ward. Ward sends it to the skipper, the captain, Ramon Lewis. He loses the ball, but the referee says it's a foul by the other captain, Albert Aaron, so it will be a free kick for Brownstown. Opportunity now to maybe find an equalizer. And free kick now will be taken. Kellerman will be the one to take it. Hard and low, and that almost fell for Williams, but it goes behind for a corner. So they are now presented with another opportunity. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box, still not dealt with properly. Carl Campbell will try to latch on, and it is another corner. Take it quickly. Ward on the ball now. To Campbell. Campbell sticks that one inside the 18-yard box and could latch onto that one properly. Lewis. And it will be a throw, however, to Brownstown. They are pressuring Rockfort. Ward. Now to Amari Cole. Amari Cole sends that one to the back post. And headed on. And that one goes into touch, and it will be throw. Take it quickly. Now it's with Alex Gale. Gale on the ball now for Brownstown. Sliding challenge. Rockfort have possession again. Rissan Rowe sends that ball forward, trying to find Calvin Campbell. And now it's with Carl Campbell. Cole. Now Campbell. Kellerman sends that ball forward. And it goes straight into the gloves of the goalkeeper, Russell Husang, or at the boot of Russell Husang. That ball sent forward. Left by Albert Aarons, though it's with Romarius Michael. And he is fouled, so it will be a free kick for Rockfort. 30 minutes gone, 15 minutes left in the first half. And Rockfort, they still lead by a goal to nil. And their goal scored in the 4th minute. So early goal there for Rockfort. A ball sent back for Albert Aarons and a strike blocked. Still an opportunity as the ball goes behind for a corner. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box. Still danger not dealt with, but it goes behind. Last touch from a Rockfort player, so it will be a goal kick. So it will be a goal kick for Central Kingston. Rockfort now. Ball sent up further by Campbell. And again, defensive work by Campbell. Then McKellis tried to latch on. Headed by Cole. And now it's with Romario Schmeichel. There will be a free kick for Rockfort. Will be taken by Raggio Gavin. Ball sent forward, trying to find his teammate, but unable to. And now Calvin Campbell will try to latch on, but defensive work there. And the ball swung by Dylan McKennis, and now Brownstown can go forward, but collected again by Rockfort. They've done so good to regain possession, Rockfort, and that's why they were so effective and they got the goal. Aarons, his ball taken away from him by Romario White. Ball sent forward. Now it's with Gavin. His ball intercepted, and that ball goes into touch, last touch by Amari Cole, and it will be a throw for Rockfort. Almost 33 minutes gone in this encounter. So over 12 minutes left in the first half. Ward sends that one across for Alex Gale. Alex Gale now trying to find a pass and ends up finding Kevin Kellerman. Kellerman on the ball now. Sends that one across for Carl Campbell. Campbell latches on to that ball. And he sends it for Amari Cole. Cole skips by Aarons, sends it across for Ward, who sends it forward for his captain. And that ball sent across, trying to find Dylan McKennis. And couldn't latch on to that one. The ball has eluded him, and he didn't have enough speed to catch that one. So it will be a goal kick for Rockfort. So Rockfort still have the advantage. And if it ends like this, Brownstown would still be 2 points behind Central Kingston, as they would have lost 2 games, but they would have drawn 1 and won 5, while Central Kingston has won 6 and lost 2. By Green, and that was a foul committed by Romario Ward, so will be a free kick inside the center circle for Rockfort, sorry. Ball sent forward, no, drifted inside the 18-yard box and a shot wide of the target. It will be a goal kick for Brownstown. And again, they're pushing forward, Rockfort. And Clive Brown will be the happier of the two if it ends like this, at least for the first half. He will be even happier if it ends like this after 90 minutes. But take it one half at a time. They say one game at a time, but it's one half at a time. Calvin Campbell will latch on to this one. And it is actually an offside call. So it will be a free kick for Brownstown. And Bender just urging his players to just run forward and make the runs effective. Headed on by Javon Williams. Ball sent forward, and Javon Williams tried to latch on to that one, and he is fouled. So it will be a free kick for Central Kingston. He's still down on the field, Javon Williams. Medical staff being summoned. And what a celebration it was. And they lead Brownstown by a 1-0. That goal was actually scored in the 4th minute. So, early goal here to start off this contest. And it was two sides of the coin because the higher placed team in the 6:30 match, they conceded their goal late in the game. So Brownstown has a chance of actually winning the game, but they still trail here at Constant Spring Football Field. This is the second match of our KSAFA Super League doubleheader. Free kick to be taken. Lewis sends that ball inside, but collected by Hosang. And also tomorrow, 6:30 will be Constant Spring versus Med Forest Football Club, and then at 8:30 will be Real Mola, and they face off against Malines United. And those contests should be quite exciting. Headed on by Gavin. And Romario Schmeichel couldn't latch on to that one. He goes into touch for a throw to Brownstown. Amari Cole with the throw to Williams. Williams sends that one back to Cole, who sends it to the skipper, Lewis. Lewis trying to get by the Rockfort players. And it is a foul. And it will be a free kick for Rockfort. 38.5 minutes gone in this contest. And Rockfort, they still lead by a 1-0. Ball sent forward. And unable to find Winters. And now it's with Brownstown, chested down by Williams, but he does lose possession. And there's a foul by the skipper, Ramon Lewis. So it will be a free kick for Rockfort once more. And the fifth standing behind this one. And it seems to be actually a yellow card brandished. And it seems to be the skipper that received the yellow card. Will be taken. No. And that ball swung inside and goes behind, and it will be a free kick for Brownstown. Ball sent forward. Now it's with McKennis. McKennis, he's challenged by Howard. Now it is with Ramon Lewis. Ramon Lewis sends that ball across and finds Carl Campbell, who sends it back for Romario White. Lewis now on the ball. The skipper sends that ball forward, trying to find Cole, and does. Cole on the ball, gets by the defender, and now an opportunity. Oh, and unable to latch on to that one, Dylan McKennis. And not like him. And that ball now sent forward for Calvin Campbell. Campbell takes a shot and wide of the target. And it will be a goal kick for Brownstown. McKennis, not like him to miss an opportunity like that, to even send that one on target. But Brownstown have possession once more. Alex ball is gobbled up, and now an opportunity to double the advantage, but in the end, ball goes behind for a goal kick taken quickly. Now it's Romario White. White sends that ball across for Campbell. Carl Campbell sends up one further forward, intercepted by Schmeichel, but Carl Campbell will regain possession. They lose it, however. Javon Williams loses possession. Sends that ball forward, trying to find Albert Aarons. Now it is with Winters, and that was a high boot there. And that's a free kick for Rockfort. And I heard that connection all the way from over here. And that was a high boot. But the strength of Twain Winters won out in the end, but the referee says it's a free kick. Phipps now to take the free kick. Swings that one inside the 18-yard box, but I'm guessing it will meet the gloves, and it does meet the gloves of Antonio Millington. Millington will send that ball forward. Not the best goal kicks in the end, but it does find Carl Campbell. Headed on by Amari Cole, and then Schmeichel sends that ball forward, trying to find Calvin, or it is Winters. And now it is Phipps who sends that ball forward, trying to find Calvin Campbell. And defensive work there by Romario White. That ball sent it to touch, and it will be a throw to Rockfort. 42.5 minutes gone in this contest. 2.5 minutes left before the end of the first half. And Rockfort, they still lead by a goal to nil. As we see Dylan McKennis, he's being fouled. And it will be a free kick for Brownstown. And that foul committed by Vincent Rowe. Taken quickly. Kellerman on the ball. Sends that one inside the center circle. Trying to find Lewis. Now it's with Schmeichel. Schmeichel will try to regain possession. He loses it. Carl Campbell sends that one across for Ward. Ward sends that forward for Amari Cole, and not the best ball in the end. And Russell Hossang will collect. And he does. Son looking for a pass upward. And now an opportunity before the half to double the advantage. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box. Too much for Calvin Campbell, but he will latch on and send that one further inside. Collected by Millington. They still pressure Rockfort. They're pressuring. And that ball rolled for Romario White, who sends that one across to Amari Cole. Cole sends it forward to Romario Ward. Ward twisting and turning. Finds Ramon Lewis. Lewis across for Cole. Cole. Ball sent for Williams. And he is fouled. And it will be a free kick. And Sheldon Green is the one that the referee says was fouled. So it will be a free kick for Rockfort. Free kick to be taken by Green. Green sends that ball forward. And Twain Winters couldn't latch on. Now it's with Alex Gale. Sends that ball forward for Dylan McKennis. McKennis on the ball now for Brownstown. Sends that one inside trying to find Javal Williams, but instead falls to the boot of Romario Schmeichel. But that is the end of the first half. A 4th minute strike by Rockfort sends them into heavenly bliss so far. So at the end of the first half, 45 minutes have elapsed, and Rockfort, they're leading Brownstown.
And we are ready.
The role is to continue to drive for the development of the game here. Although players are selected from clubs abroad, they were developed in the league.
They're really quality players and they have really good attitude, and you get your money's worth.
This match has turned up several gears. Oh, the turn and the shot. What a strike! Out of nowhere! Rondy Smith! We have seen some spectacular goals here at the compound, but take a bow.
Well, time Sims stood still. So did the Harborview goalkeeper. This is the throw from Osani Ricketts. One bounce, chest control, and bang! Opportunism at its best. Rondy Smith. Cloovey only goes to fetch because he couldn't save. So here's the goal. That's the goal scorer, Rondy Smith. It's a simple throw. One bounce onto his chest. He turns. Harvey gives him acres of space. And look at that. You couldn't make it up.
Morris. Now the shot take on. Rondy Smith again. Well, he can do no wrong with the spectacular tonight here at the compound. The champions racing away. They lead by 2-0.
Isn't this beautiful? One with the left foot earlier, this one with the right. Takes a touch to set himself, and look at that. Curls it up and over. Morris wanted the call for a foul. Referee let the play run, and what a good thing he did. The ball running for Rondy Smith, just took a touch to get it out of his feet so he could get the back lift. And really bent it through Clovis. Not a chance in goal.
Rondy Smith had 2 brilliant goals in the first half. And it's a difference between these two teams. One with the left, the other with the right. And Christian Clovis, who has had a shaky game so far, really could have done nothing about the goals.
So you thought that gave him confidence, but from the evidence of that, that was poor by any standard. Then for the Rondy Smith strike, I'm not going to be too hard on him. He expected his defenders to do their job. They didn't. And even if he was aware of that, he couldn't have kept it out. Was aware that Rondy Smith was lining up that effort and could do nothing about it. And then...
And of course, he's the scorer of the 2 goals tonight. First with the left. It was a brilliant one. And then the other with the right. Here it is. Fabulous effort by Portmore's number 20. Not bad to open his campaign this season.
Arnott fans now getting excited. Marvin Morgan. Morgan still with the ball. The cross inside. Reed. The punch over from goalkeeper Miller. This match has turned up several gears.
What a save. What a sequence. From the double by Marvin Morgan to the cross by Sims. And Morgan with the cross in the end. Lovely cross. Beautiful goalkeeping. That's a top drawer save. Top drawer. It wasn't coming straight at him.
Disturbed by getting a point from this road trip. And Arnott, if anything, would feel disappointed that they didn't collect 3 points. Here's that save again from Miller from the Fabian Reed volley.
It didn't have the power you would expect, because just to make sure he got it on target, it was the side of his foot that he met it with rather than the instep lance.
Yeah. And Benbow on the counter-attack from Mount Pleasant. Benbow tumbles over from the challenge from Simpson. Ball slid through there, the goalkeeper. Benbow over the top.
But look when it comes to him, ball played over the top. Offside, Ricardo Dennis was, but the flag didn't go up. Then it comes to Benbow, first touch, it rides up on him, and Purcell on him in a flash. He had to get rid of the ball quickly. And that's why the shot was harmless in the end. There's Purcell in his line of sight, closing him down.
Benbow, good pace. Still Benbow. Dennis with the effort from just outside the box.
To let that run, there's Campbell going to it, calling for it from Benbow. Gets the call from Ricardo Dennis.
And Marsh battled for the ball. Oh, Benbow does really well here. Wins a corner ball back and gets it. Touch onto the ball, but doesn't prevent Benbow from taking it. Benbow, multiple step overs from Benbow. Shot blocked from Isaacs. Benbow with the rebound.
Oh, no, this is Benbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Then look at this shot. That was struck with tremendous power, and Brian. Sharp.
Isaacs. Oh, beautiful turn by Benbow. Daniel Green. Over the top with the left-footed strike.
Turn from Benbow in midfield. Look at this. Leaves this man for dead. Orlando Brown slips Daniel Green in.
Manning. Benbow. Good pass forward, looking for Hodges. Parchment has seen the end of it. Jabari Howell is in his place tonight.
Just some freshen up in the midfield area, and that's where Aberville certainly won the battle tonight.
Lewis. Substitute Howell now gets in. Beckford gets there, but can't keep it in. Samuel to Nairn, to Howell.
It's a lot of attributes for the attacking plays.
Sean Fraser, his shot blocked. McGee trying to stab it forward to Peter Lee Battle. McGee with the effort, the keeper collects. Darius Stewart. Stewart does well. Tyreek McGee, Peter Lee Vassell.
Just a little undercooked from McGee. Vassell wanted it a little bit more firm.
You wouldn't have expected him to take the shot with his right foot. He was looking for the pass, and it just didn't work out for him there in the end.
Well,
He doesn't get it.
oh.
Vassell does really well to win it back.
That good turn of pace because Roshane Sharp was trying to run by him. Good speed, good strength from Vassell. The good players always look to have time on the ball, i.e. Tyreek McGee.
Here's another one. Peter Lee Vassell.
Oh yes.
Weatherly picks it up. Harvey was in the way. The keeper will collect, or we try to. Doesn't really hold on to it. Sharp forced away from goal. Vassell puts it into touch.
He made a meal of it.
Players down for Portland United, but Aberville will continue. McGee lays down to Vassell. Vassell with a ball to Weatherly. Couldn't quite get there. It was closer to the defender than it was to Weatherly. Vassell trying to play it upfield. Fraser trying to go between a couple of defenders and was fouled. Free kick. Vassell. McGee, seconds remaining in this first half, finds Vassell. 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 McGee looking for that additional space again. McGee on his left foot. Was he tripped? He was. Free kick. Poor ball. Vassell now collects. Harborview will try again. Poor ball from Peter Lee Vassell.
Yeah, I wanted Beckford to run, but Beckford wasn't running, so he shouldn't have passed the ball there. Could have taken it a bit further, Peter Lee Vassell. Disappointed with himself more than the fact that his teammate didn't give him the passing option he wanted. To get position in those pockets.
Referee says play on. Vassell beats one. Plays it out wide. Beckford in a little bit of space now. He's inside the box on his right foot. Looking for options. That wasn't one of them. It was too far away from Vassell. Was waiting right on the edge of the box. And we are ready.
The role is to continue to drive for the development of the game here. Although players are selected from clubs abroad, they were developed in the league.
They're really quality players and they have really good attitude and you get your money's worth.
This match has turned up several gears.
She like you, man. I tell her that. Okay, it's been some time. This one now, yeah, I like after you see half a chance and say, I'm going to buy this. No, over that customized thing with customized. Not me, I show you. Make sure. Come off. I noticed this is Campbell and Gale come off. I noticed the name is going off a bit. I noticed the Iron Sports stuff. Yeah. Seven, come on. 18 is Martin. 7 and 10, come on. 7 and 10, come on. So colors. Coburn. So them right back.
So just a substitution before the second half started. And Kamali Coburn and Landry Marsden, they came on for Alex Gale and Carl Campbell. So those are the substitutions heading into the second half as we get underway here. The second match of the KSAFA Super League doubleheader. It is Rockfort and they face off against Brownstown. Rockfort with a 4th minute strike, and that's the difference maker so far. And Rockfort, they're leading by a goal to nil as we see Marsden on the ball at the Coburn actually. Now it's with Martin. Defensive work there by Rockfort and it goes into touch for a throw. Will be taken by Coburn. Coburn now to Dylan McKennis, and he is fouled by Winters, so it will be a free kick for Brownstown. Now an opportunity to get an early equalizer. And Ramon Lewis, a right-footed player, would swing this one inside the 18-yard box and hopefully meets the head of Coburn, because Coburn inside the 18-yard box. Ball swung inside. Still not dealt with properly. And now a shot by Romario Ward, and that goes high over the bar. So it will be a goal kick for Rockfort. Ball sent up by Hosang. Met the head of Phipps. Now it's with Calvin Campbell. He loses the ball. And it's a handled ball. Take it quickly. Lewis. Over now to Marsden. Alandre Marsden now to Coburn. Coburn on the ball. Sends it to McInnes. McInnes turns and finds Shaquille Martin. That's not a bad ball. And ball swung inside the 18-yard box. But Russell Hossang tried to prevent a corner. But he didn't. So it will be a corner for Brownstown. Ball swung inside. Actually, a low cross for the corner. And Kellerman tried a little flick there. And Coburn leaves it for Romario Ward. Ward for Brownstown swings that one inside the 18-yard box. And Williams couldn't latch on to that one. Ward trying to get Smichael off the ball. So it will be a throw for Brownstown. Stays like this, and Brownstown, they're still 2 points behind Central Kingston. As we see a shot, it's actually a cross, and it is now with Martin. Martin tries to find Dylan McInnes, but it's covered up by Howard, and Howard slides the ball, almost loses it, and the goalkeeper collects. And so Hossang trying to find Coggle. And Sean Coggle, his ball intercepted. And now it's with Howard. He intercepts the ball for Rockfort. Gavin. And that was not a good pass in the end. It goes into touch. It will be a throw for Brownstown. Take it quickly. Now it is with Marsden. And that's a foul on Alandre Marsden. So it will be by Marsden. So it will be a free kick for Rockfort. 50-50 challenge, and that 50% landed on Rockfort, so they get the free kick. As Bender still shouting instructions. Headed by Lewis, then headed by Howard. Rockfort now, Phipps sends that one over to Smichael. Smichael tried to get by Amari Cole, and the referee says it's a foul. Take it quickly. Headed by Rajio Gavin. And it is a foul by Ramon Lewis, so it will be a free kick for Rockfort. Ball sent forward, trying to find Calvin Campbell, but right into Millington's gloves. Sent forward, and now it's with Ward. And Dylan McInnes now on the ball. He is fouled. Will be a free kick for Brownstown. Javon Campbell tried to latch on. And a shot wide of the target. And it will be a goal kick for Rockfort. So Rockfort will get their second win of the season if they do get this one. And Brownstown, if they do manage to score at least 2 and not concede anymore, then this will be their 6th win of the season. And then 2 more matches, and then the playoffs. And just to inform you guys that next week, Friday and Saturday, we won't be streaming any KSAFA games because there will be no KSAFA games playing on those days. And we're back here the other week because the other week will be the 9th game for both teams on Friday and Saturday. Or that will be the weekend of the 9th game for both teams. And then in a couple of weeks, we'll be streaming the playoffs as well for KSAFA Super League. And don't forget the Red Stripe Premier League playoffs will be on a Sunday. And we'll be streaming our double headers. And I will be the commentator for the first game. And that will be Mount Pleasant versus UA at Arnett Gardens. As we see a ball chested by Shane Cogle and a shot there by Calvin Campbell. But wayward shot in the end right into the gloves of Antonio Millington. Millington sends that ball long into the center circle. Defensive work there by Sheldon Green. Ball sent forward for Calvin Campbell. Campbell, and his shot. That velocity slowed down. And now it's with Brownstown once more. Skipper Ramon Lewis sends that ball forward, trying to find Dylan McKennis. And he is fouled, so it will be another free kick for Brownstown. Brownstown back with possession through Romario White. His ball intercepted now by Winters. And it's a foul. High boot. Take it quickly. Ball sent across. And the slip there by Romario Ward. It means that Sean Cogle gets the ball once more. And that ball in the end not received by Calvin Campbell. Instead, straight into the hands of the goalkeeper Millington. And now it's with Coburn. Kamali Coburn still on the ball for Brownstown. Sent for the skipper, but that ball intercepted. And tried the cheekily to flick their fips, but doesn't work in there. And Brownstown have possession. And they lose it. Winters no receives it once more. And attempted to give Romarius Michael the ball again. But that ball goes into touch and it will be a throw. Opportunity now for Rockfort. And the referee says no penalty. And the appeal by even Clive Brown. And those appeals fell on deaf ears. As the referee says no penalty. Headed back to the referee, the goalkeeper Hassan. And the referee says it's not a penalty. Almost 55 minutes gone. 35 minutes left. As we see Calvin Campbell hounding Kamali Coburn, but he sends it back to the goalkeeper Coburn, who sends it across. The ball sent forward. And trying to find Marsden, but in the end, defensive work there by Sheldon Green, and the ball goes into touch for a throw. Take it quickly. Romario White to the skipper Lewis. Lewis sends that one across for Kamali Coburn. Coburn drifting inside enemy territory, finds Dylan McKennis. And a shot there by McKennis, wide of the target, so it will be a goal kick for Rockfort. Rockfort still with the advantage. As we see Twain Winters sends that one across. Schmeichel now on the ball. He loses it, but he regains it once more. Defensive work there by Brownstown. They have possession. Kamali Coburn looking for a pass. Intercepted by Howard. Howard now sends it across to Sean Cogle. Cogle sends it to Phipps, who chips that ball forward, and Dylan McKennis will try to latch on. And that's another free kick for Brownstown. Just wrapped his hand around the neck of Dylan McKennis. And it's another free kick for Brownstown. Rasan Rowe would have to be careful. He doesn't want to go in the referee's books. And an opportunity again to get the equalizer. Here in this contest, it has been physical. And Kevin Kellerman stepping behind this one. Will swing this one inside the 18-yard box. I think he does. And straight into the gloves of Russell Hossang. And so, reset now for Rockfort. And for a moment, reduced by 10 men. And now Omari Cole sends that one inside, but it goes behind. It will be a goal kick. As I said before, Rockfort reduced to 10 men at the moment. And he comes off Twain Winters. And coming on, it's Javon Hussey. So Hussey comes on for Twain Winters. And hopefully that can be justified. And he just came off the field and Clive Brown handed him a bag of ice and seems to be somewhat of a head injury. Maybe have suffered a concussion. They will test him for a concussion. Do simple tests if he's okay. Headed by Lewis. And now by Green. But Ramon Lewis gobbles that one up. Howard intercepts. And now the skipper sends that ball forward. Trying to find the man Martin. But defensive work there. And it goes into touch for a throw with him. Emphasis. Marsden sends the ball across. Martin sends that ball up, and that ball swung inside the 18-yard box, but defensive work, and that ball goes into touch for a throw. Dylan McKennis sends it back, and ball swung inside the 18-yard box, but Russell Hassan will leave that one, and it goes behind for a goal kick to Rockfort. 60 minutes gone, half an hour left in this game, and the time is ticking for Brownstown. Will they suffer their second loss of the season? And will Rockfort gain their second win of the season? But Brownstown still at a disadvantage. They're trailing by a 1-0, and that goal was scored in the 4th minute. And with this goal, if it stays like this, it still will be advantage Central Kingston, because yes, they did lose their match, but that would mean that Brownstown would lose their match as well. So Brownstown would still be 2 points behind Central Kingston heading into the last 2 games of the regular season, or the preliminary season, for KSAFA Super League, and then we head to the playoffs. Boston forward tried to be latched on by Albert Aarons, but straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Antonio Millington sends that ball forward, trying to find Marsden. Instead, it's still gobbled up by Ward. And the defensive work there by Rajo Gavin. Ramon Lewis has it now for Brownstown. He sends it across. Kellyman still trying to find a pass. His ball was intercepted. Brownstown regained possession, however. Ball sent forward. Romario Ward. Will be through for Brownstown. Through and sent inside the 18-yard box. And Schmeichel couldn't clear. And the ball still in the danger zone. And there's a jostle for possession and a strike blocked. And a handed ball. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. And an opportunity for Brownstown to equalize. So, and the replay shows that it actually hits his hand. So Clive Brown's appeal on how that could have been a handled ball. There you go. So, an opportunity now. And seems to be Dylan McKennis that will be taking this penalty. And a yellow card handed to a Rockfort player. So another player in the booking now. So, will he convert or will this penalty be saved? Referee blows the whistle. Dylan McKennis, and he converts. Dylan McKennis draws Brownstown level with Rockfort. So a 64th minute penalty converted. And it is Brownstown 1, Rockfort 1. And Rockfort in trouble of losing another match here. And so Rockfort is gonna hope that they don't crumble. And Amari Cole now, opportunity, and he falls. He falls over actually inside the 18-yard box, and many persons appealed for a penalty, but now Brownstown are feeling it. They're feeling confident going forward, and an opportunity for them to go ahead for the first time in this contest. Opportunity and corner. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box. Danger still not averted. And Amari Cole, he tries to chip that ball forward and unable to find a Brownstown player. And Kellyman on the ball now. There's a player actually down on the field. It seems to be Amari Cole for Brownstown. And it is. Medical staff summoned. Another substitution in the offing. And the drop ball. And Brownstown gave Rockfort the ball, but they do have possession once again. Marsden now over to Lewis. Lewis chips that ball forward, trying to find Shaquille Martin, and does. Martin, he's being challenged by Sean Coggle. And the referee says no foul. So that one goes into touch for a throw to Rockfort. And Brownstown still not out of the woods yet. This draw means they only go a point behind. And I do still say behind because that means that they would still be in second place, Brownstown, and Central Kingston would still be in first. As that one is sent it to touch a drop ball. So, a throw for Brownstown. Martin giving back the ball. Sean Coggle. Now Calvin Campbell. Back to Sean Coggle. Coggle on the ball. Now fights Albert Aarons. Albert Aarons tries to get by Romario White. Unable to. Now it's with Ramon Lewis. Ramon Lewis sends that ball across for Kevin Kellerman. Kellerman on the ball now. Sends that ball further. Brownstown can go ahead for the first time in this match. And he is fouled by Schmeichel. It will be a free kick. Another substitution in the offing. And the number 16, that's Javon Brown. He comes on. It's actually Tevin Brown that comes on. And that one last touch by a Rockfort player, so it will be a throw for Brownstown. A long throw inside the 18-yard box, headed on. Danger still not averted. And now the defensive work by Rockfort comes into play. Ward, Lewis, now over to Kellerman. Kellerman sends that one inside, but the ball goes behind, and it will be a goal kick for Brownstown. 70.5 minutes gone in this contest. Less than 20 minutes left for either Brownstown or Rockfort to get the 3 points, or for us to announce another stalemate here at the Constant Spring Football Club or football field. And Rockfort, they led for over 65 plus minutes, and penalty converted by Dylan McInnes. That ball given to Shaquille Martin now of Brownstown. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box, and Dylan McInnes couldn't latch on to that one, and it goes behind for a goal kick. I tell you, Rockfort was pressuring Brownstown from about minute 10 to minute 60, and since then Brownstown have applied the pressure. Calvin Campbell tried to latch on. Defensive work there by Romario White. Challenged. And Phipps will try to latch on. Now it's Howard. And Ramon Lewis does foul. Take it quickly. Sean Coggle sends that ball across. And Hussey couldn't keep that one. Take it quickly. Williams sends that one across. Marsden sends that ball forward, trying to find Williams, and now Dylan McKennis. And an opportunity. Javon Williams, too much on it, but they still have possession. Dylan McKennis sends it back. Dylan McKennis now gets the ball, can swing this one inside the 18-yard box, and unable to find a Brownstown player, but they still have possession. And referee says no foul, actually. And it tells the player to get up. And so it goes into touch, and it will be a throw for Brownstown. Kellerman to take this throw. Takes the throw. Turning. And that was well done. Brownstown still have possession, and ball swung inside the 18-yard box out of frustration. And that's actually a foul, and it will be a free kick for Rockfort in the end. After the constant pressure applied by Brownstown. They can breathe now, Rockfort. Ball sent up by Hossang, trying to find Calvin Campbell. Defensive work there by Romario White. It goes into touch, and it will be a throw to Brownstown. And the Brownstown fans letting them have it. And they say that we can win this. This shouldn't be difficult to grab 3 points, but that goal by Rockfort in the 4th minute says otherwise. And the fact that they can't convert says otherwise as well for Brownstown. And based on the form of Rockfort as opposed to Brownstown, you would think that Brownstown would more than likely get 3 points from Rockfort, but that's not the case at the moment. It's still 1-1, and it took about 20 minutes into the second half for Brownstown to get an equalizer, and it was a penalty. So Brownstown will have to be careful that Rockfort does not score another goal. If they do, then it would be hard to come back once more, but we've seen many teams come back from multiple goals, so it's nothing to write off a team about. Marsden sends that ball, and it's intercepted by the opposing number 5, Howard. Howard now searching forward for Rockfort. It's still Howard, and it's still Howard once more, but he lets that ball run into touch. Last touch by Kellerman, so it will be a throw for Rockfort. Take it quickly. Schmeichel sends that ball back for Raggio Gavin. Challenged. Brownstown have possession. Ball sent forward. And a clear path. And an opportunity to go 2-1 up. Oh, Dylan McKinnis couldn't latch on. Opportunity served again on the silver platter for Dylan McKinnis. The Holy Trinity standout. And still, it is possession Brownstown. Marsden, his shot blocked by Hussey, and it will be a corner for Brownstown. Not the first time in this match that Dylan McKinnis got a ball that he should latch on to and put that at least on target. And Brownstown could have had at least 3 goals through Dylan McKinnis. He could have scored a hat-trick today, but he just has 1 on the score sheet so far. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box. It's still possession Brownstown, but that shot blocked. Kellerman just waiting for that ball to settle. He settles the ball now. Romario Ward, his ball intercepted, and he loses it, but given back once more. It's just a seesaw battle for possession. Ball headed forward to find Calvin Campbell, but Romario White. And now it is Shaquille Martin. Martin gets by Sean Coggle. Dylan latches on to that one. Saw the run, Shaquille Martin, and now it is Shaquille Martin once more. Sends that ball inside. And goalkeeping there by Russell Hossang. Brilliant goalkeeping there. Brownstown gained possession once more. Ward just skips by Sean Coggle. And he stops the ball right on the line. And that ball swung inside the 18-yard box, but headed on once more. Applying pressure is Brownstone. Tevin Brown sends it forward. And Calvin Campbell sends it back for Shane Coggle. Coggle on the run now. And there's only one person helping him. And barely anybody back there for Brownstone. So it goes behind, however, and it will be a corner for Rockfort. .77.5 minutes gone in this contest. And there's a player down for Rockfort. And that player still down, and medical staff and just trying to find out who the player is in the end, and seems to be a right-footed injury. And Leroy Jones might come on for the injured Rasan Rowe. And an opportunity for Brownstown to take the lead for the first time in this match. Oh, it's actually Rockfort, I should say, to take back the lead. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box, headed on. 3 players up, but collected by Antonio Wellington. And now they can attack. And running forward is Shaquille Martin. Martin sends that one across, and a shot. Oh, that was one of the target. A very, very good opportunity. And Brownstown had Rockfort on the back foot. And that was smart from Brownstown. That was smart from the keeper, Antonio Wellington, to roll that ball forward, because there was barely any defenders back for Rockfort. But opportunity presented, opportunity wasted for Brownstown. And Rockfort have possession once more. Sean Coggle's ball intercepted. And Landry Marsden sends it across to Dylan McEnnis. Ennis will take on this player. Sends that one inside. And now an opportunity. Marsden couldn't latch onto that one properly. Does try to get it back, however, fights, but loses it. But Brownstown have possession once more. Coburn sends it across. And Ward sends it to Kellerman, who sends it inside. Now it's with Ramon Lewis. And now an opportunity. And a shot wide of the target. And another goal kick for Rockfort. 80.5 minutes gone, less than 10 minutes to go. For any team to salvage something, Brownstown came back from 1-0 behind. And they are level, 1 apiece. Just 3 points needed, and they will go ahead of Central Kingston to claim top spot once more. That ball sung by Marsden, intercepted. Rockfort have possession. Phipps sends it across to find Sean Coggle. Sean Coggle on the ball. Sends it back for Phipps. Phipps challenged. And that ball goes into touch. Last touch by Landry Marsden, and it will be a throw for Rockfort. Ball sent for Howard. And that's a foul committed by Romario Ward, and it will be a free kick for Rockfort. Take it quickly, try to find Sean Coggle. Defensive work there by Shaquille Martin. It goes into touch, and it will be a throw for Rockfort. Howard. Back to Coggle. Coggle sends that one inside. And Calvin Campbell tried to latch on to that one even on the ground. And now it's with Howard. Sends that one across trying to find Sean Coggle, but intercepted by Martin. And Marsden, he is fouled by Howard. So it will be, or it's actually Javon Hussey. Free kick for Brownstown. And a couple players forward now for Brownstown. Javon Wills will try to latch on, but Raggio Gavin heads that one to Sheldon Green. Green sends that forward, trying to find Albert Aarons, but it will be a throw to Brownstown. Sent done quickly. Amari Cole over to Ramon Lewis. Back to Amari Cole. And it's still advantage Brownstown, and it just goes by the player. And the referee says it's a throw for Rockfort. Went into touch. Less than 7 minutes to go for Brownstown to claim 3 points on the top spot. And Brownstown presented with a golden opportunity to claim top spot in Zone A of the KSAFA Super League. Just remember that there are 2 matches left after this for Brownstown and for Rockfort. And just to remind you that next week, Friday and Saturday, we will not be streaming any KSAFA Super League games because there aren't any KSAFA Super League games for Friday and Saturday. We're back the other week, and that's the week of the first days in April. And defensive work there by Sean Coggle. Goes into touch for a throw. Martin will take this one. Marsden almost loses it. And Marsden tried to pass it back to Shaquille Martin. It goes into touch, however. A throw for Brownstown. Alandre Marsden tries to send it for Williams. And that ball in the end goes into touch. Throw taken. Kamali Coburn back to Ramon Lewis, the skipper, up to Shaquille Martin, and just couldn't turn inside. That ball goes into touch, and it will be a throw for Rockfort. So Rockfort trying to survive, and I tell you that I'm about 70% sure or 80% sure that if a team scores right now, maybe 90%, if a team scores right now, then that may be the winner of this contest. Because it's 85.5 minutes gone, so 4.5 minutes left in this game. Ball sent across for Phibbs. Shane Coggle on the run. And he does feed it to him. Shane Coggle will send that one inside the 18-yard box. And collected by Calvin Campbell, but he loses it to Romario White. White, defensive work. Last touch by Calvin Campbell, and it will be a throw for Brownstown. Turning, and he is fouled. So free kick for Brownstown. Kellerman sends that ball up. And the defensive work there by Rockfort. Calvin Campbell tries to latch on. He is fouled by Romario White. There will be a free kick. 87 minutes gone. Less than 3 minutes left. And seeing the run, but Javon Hussey gives it to Sean Coggle. He has time and space. What will he do? Sends that one inside the 18-yard box, headed on, and almost into the back of the net. A very, very close opportunity. That was a very good opportunity for Rockfort to take the lead again. 87.5 minutes gone, 2.5 minutes left. And a late surge there by Rockfort. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box, headed on. And it will be a goal kick for Brownstown. And many of the Rockfort players just shouting instructions and positions where to go. And I think they're holding on for dear life, but that was a surge forward. And the ball sent trying to find Javon Williams. We'll try to latch on once more, but the defender sees that all the way. And it's possession and a free kick for Rockfort. Only a minute and a half to go as that ball goes into touch, and it will be a throw for Brownstown this time. Possession back with Brownstown. Headed on by Romario White. Try to latch on once more. That ball goes into touch, and it will be a throw to Rockfort. Throw taken. Brownstown with possession. Now it's with Javon Hussey. Hussey on the ball. Gets it back once more. And Hussey, an opportunity. And will it be the second? It is. And that is the second goal. And it may be the game winner for Rockfort. My oh my. Exciting scenes here at Constant Spring Football Field. That was a very good ball and a 90-minute strike by Brownstown. And a surge by Antonio Millington. And Javon Hussey just went around the keeper with ease and just placed it to the keeper's far left. And so Brownstown may be heading, and more than likely will be heading for their second loss of the season here in the KSAFA Super League at the Constant Spring Football Field. And easy as you like, to be honest. And I won't just blame the keeper, I'll blame the defenders. He just went around the defenders with ease, like they were just cones. And so it is 2-1 in favor of Rockfort. And I did say it a minute ago that if any team had gotten a goal now, it would have basically been lights out, because this is 90 minutes and the time has elapsed 90 minutes. And it's almost a minute after the 90. And it will be probably about 2 or 3 minutes for stoppage time, or for injury time. Referee says that ball goes into touch. And I tell you, unless there's 2 successive penalties given, I don't think that Brownstown will get 3 points here. And the very, very deep days here for Brownstown. White sends that one across for Martin, but he miscontrols. And it will be a throw for Rockfort. So Rockfort will manage their second win of the season for KSAFA Super League. And Brownstown will suffer their second defeat. And that is the end of that. A late strike by Javon Hussey was the difference maker again. So at the end of 90 minutes and the second half, it is Rockfort 2, Brownstown 1. Don't go anywhere. We will have post-game interviews here at the Constant Spring football field.
Because if the man go around the keeper, so the keeper cannot stand up. There's no way the keeper can stand up. After advance control, blame him for the player. I blame him for advance. The man just go around the keeper, so. Fool. Keeper fool. The defender is a fool. But the girl in the defender is like, no. Just walk around. Just walk around him and kick. If I hear them kind of foolish, they kick ball and run around the defender like nothing. When them coming like a fool in a training to rot it. Come on. And that's somebody that push for your lead, that's why Brownstown a push for your lead to score the winning goal. And then let's score that back. Where?
Well, the coach and his player.
Which coach?
Oh, not the coach, one of the players.
And we are ready.
The role is to continue to drive for the development of the game here. Although players are selected from clubs abroad, they were developed in the league.
They're really quality players and they have really good attitude and you get your money's worth.
This match has turned up several gears.
All right, post-game interview here with Mr. Clive Brown, the coach of Rockfort. How are you doing, sir?
Well, I'm doing much better now.
Much better now. Tell us about the emotion and the passion you have for this team, because we've been streaming this team for quite a number of weeks. You know, every time you guys score, you show so much emotion and passion. What does this team mean to you?
Well, you know, it means a whole lot to me because it's a community effort. A lot of people won't know that these guys are playing the football for little or nothing, and they are coming out week in, week out, putting their all out. So anytime we do well, it pleases me more because every time we lose a game, I have sleepless night, really and truly. So every time games like these and we put in the hard work and come out victorious, I'm so happy, not only for myself but for the guys first and foremost.
All right, you know, 2 matches left until the playoffs. You're just urging and pushing forward for that. You know, what is the mindset of the players heading into the last 2 games for the preliminary season?
It's all. We are going all or nothing. We are going out there to win those 2 games, going to the playoff on an eye. I must say, this week, I must say tops off to our president to bring in some motivational speaker. It worked wonders because the players actually believe more, and you could see it out there on the pitch. We went ahead, then we get behind. For me, soft penalty in mine, but we still fight, make the change. Kevin come on and he come up chum for us.
All right, two more questions here. What went right for Rockfort in this match?
I think defensively we were sound. Otherwise, I'm giving up the penalty. Defensively we were sound. A little bit sloppy in the midfield, but we finished chances today. Actually, we get 2 quality chances and we actually finished them. So that's one of the major plus for the team, scoring goals.
All right, just to send you off on a lighter note, what went through your mind when Javon Hussey went around the defender and it was just him and the keeper? What went through your mind?
first and foremost, I was shouting goal, goal, goal. From the pass make to lead to the goal, I was just shouting goal, goal, goal. That was the only thing.
All right. Thank you so much. You're going to be just hearing my voice, and that was Clive Brown of Rockfort. So at the end of 90 minutes, it's Rockfort 2, Brownstown 1. So Central Kingston still are ahead of Zone A. So don't worry, tomorrow we will be featuring KSAFA Super League action. So on behalf of myself, Christopher Scott, Milton the cameraman, and the man in charge, Brandon Carvalho, Carlton, it is so long here from Constant Spring Football Field.